All right, coming in hot from my handy dandy laptop. These are some quotes that I use in parenting, counseling, and life in general that I keep in my head to help me deal with situations. So, the first one is you got to name it to tame it. You got to name those feelings to be able to combat them, to be able to deal with them. You can't address something you don't know what you're dealing with, right? So, you got to name it to tame it. You got to feel it to heal it. Don't ignore those feelings. Sit in them, feel them, and then you can start your process of healing. You can't ignore it. It's going to come back, and it's going to come back when you least expect it in the worst possible way. So feel it to heal it. You got to connect before you correct. You have to have some type of relationship with your kid, your student, your significant other, your friend. Like, you have to have that relationship to be able to tell them, hey, I noticed that you did this, and that wasn't the right way to do it. If you don't have a relationship with them, they're going to be like, who are you? I don't need to talk to you. So you got to connect before you correct. They're not giving me a hard time. They're having a hard time. So every behavior is a form of communication. Even the bad behaviors, they're trying to communicate something to you that they can't necessarily express in a positive way. So they're trying to tell you something that they're going through, and we got to get to the root of that. So if you think about it, when your kid is having a meltdown, you tell yourself they're not giving me a hard time, they're having a hard time. You're able to have some compassion. And it takes practice, trust me. But the more you do it, the more you tell yourself that in your head, the more you practice it, it'll get easier. Lead with curiosity, which goes with get curious, not furious. So instead of accusing somebody and getting mad at them, just lead with curiosity and say what you observe. State the fact. I noticed that the laundry wasn't put away. Is there a reason? Are you having a hard time? Did something happen? And then they'll tell you, instead of, hey, the laundry's still here. You're so disgusting. I can't believe you forgot, blah, blah, blah. You're still going to get an answer, but it's how you go about it. And you can get them to cooperate more if you lead with curiosity. You could be mad, but you can't be mean. So you can communicate that you're mad. You should communicate. You should be able to tell another person how you're feeling. That's okay. Everybody gets mad, but you can't be mean about it. And that's something that I tell my kids all the time. We can talk about our feelings. I want you to talk about your feelings. I want you to tell me how you're feeling, even if I'm the one that's making you upset. But you can't be disrespectful. You can't be rude. You can't curse at me or yell at me or, say something that isn't very nice. You can tell me, and we can be respectful about it, and we can talk about it. We can have a conversation. What else? You don't have to like each other, but you will respect each other. This goes hand in hand with the you could be mad, but you can't be mean. We're going to have a conversation. We're going to be able to talk about it, and we're not going to be nasty. This goes, preparing kids for work or college. They're going to be around people that they don't necessarily love, they're not a fan of, but we're not going to be disrespectful. Obviously, if they're making you uncomfortable for different reasons, then, we need to address that. But some people are going to rub you the wrong way, and you're not going to necessarily like them, and that's okay, but there's no need to be rude or disrespectful. So we can teach our kids that. And this whole saying that I'm going to say right now comes from Dr. Becky from The Good Inside. She has this whole program that is phenomenal for parents that want to have a better relationship with their child and, may have challenges along the way, and what parent doesn't? So that program is amazing. She believes that every kid is good inside. So she's saying, if I can't see the good inside them, how can I expect them to bring that good out, right? You have to see the good inside of them in order for them to bring the good behavior out. There's good inside underneath that bad behavior. So we have to talk them up. We have to believe that they are good. And the more that you believe that they're good, that's how they're going to see themselves. It's going to become their inner voice, how you address them, how you speak of them, how you speak to them. So they're going to start acting how you see them, because it's going to be how they see themselves. Okay, so these are a few of the quotes, the sayings that I keep in mind, and I hope that they help you. Let me know which one's your favorite and if you want to hear more.